Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Fire Esports Overwatch with the black team now. The 7 o'clock game we're going to be starting in just a few moments. It's going to be good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with all that in mind, it's good to be back. We just had a fantastic red team game here. And now, black team is going to be playing 7 o'clock game. It should be a good time, as I was saying. Red team just played and played phenomenally, going 3-0 in their match and getting their first win of the season. They are now 1-1. They are playing a second game right now as we speak. Hopefully that will go well. Austin is not with me right now. He is going to be playing in the first game of that as well. He might be joining me afterwards. We'll just have to wait and see. But when he's here, it's going to be even better, but we're going to have as good of a time as we can right now. Cyrus and Nathan did a great job from what I could tell from what little bits I caught at the beginning and at the end of the last game casting. It was good. It was fun to see them do my job, and, I'm proud of them. I think they did a great job for having never done it before, and honestly, I would have them do it again if they so please. They're very knowledgeable of the game, and they did a wonderful, wonderful job. And now I get to talk about their gameplay here on Lijiang when we get going. It is SU versus UTA, or University of Arlington, or United Tech Arlington, as excuse me, as is the proper term. So this is going to be a good match. I've been talking with Nathan, who is of course the captain of the black team, and we've been talking about this is going to be a fairly difficult match based on just on paper. This should be a tough one for SU. This should be a match that proves to be a challenge, and I am excited to see that. I'm excited to see a game where it's really back and forth. I talked about this a lot last semester where SU in the games they won, it was just a shutout. They were not giving up any points. They were going all in. And unfortunately, the one game they did lose in group stage, I wasn't able to watch. And the one that happened in playoffs it was also fairly one-sided overall. The only game that has been super duper uber close has been against Full Sail that we had over spring break. That 2.5 hour game that was great. I had so much fun doing it. Yes, I was tired, but it was a great time. And I'm honestly, I know it sounds weird, but I'm really hoping for something like that tonight, where it's back and forth and we go all the way to a game 5. That is what everybody watching, and I know myself and any caster worth their salt, wants to happen, because it means you get to see more. It means both teams are playing at the best of their abilities and are going all in for the victory. So that's what I'm expecting to see tonight from Arlington versus Southeastern. Now, with this in mind, with all this in mind, this first map is always the same. Via Play VS rules, it's going to be Lijiang Tower. That's how it goes. So this one we've seen SCU have back and forth on, right? We see that they typically struggle on Garden, but they take Night Market and Tower pretty well. Night Market's kind of that middle ground map, but then Tower, SCU seems to get control really well compared to their opponents. They tend to take it and they tend to hold it. So is that going to stay here? I'm not 100% certain. Arlington plays a good game. They play good Overwatch. So I don't know if it's necessarily enough to just be good at one map when you have to play 3 on Lijiang. So that's, I think, is going to be a good setter, right? We talked about momentum on Rocket League yesterday for the CRL qualifiers, and momentum carries over into every single game. If you win the first game in a set, right, you get the momentum. You have the upper hand. You are stepping up. That second game, whoever lost it, sure, they get to pick the map, and that's kind of that thing that keeps it checked and balanced. But at the same time, you lose that momentum. You lose that feeling of, all right, this is good, this is fine, we're winning, we're up ahead. But if you lose, you have to be like, it's okay, guys, we'll get them in the next one. It's a best of 5. We still have 2 more we we can afford to lose one more. They have to win 2 more, but we can bring it back. We can just take them back. So that's kind of that area that you want to get in, right? Is if you get the first one, you can keep it going. You get momentum and you just spread on through. You snowball. But there is to be said, if, for example, Arlington wins this first map, then in the second one, if Southeastern wins, suddenly the momentum shifts, and it's a bigger shift because Arlington goes, hey, we won, we should be able to beat them again easy, but we're not. So if that happens, it's a bigger momentum shift. So there is that caveat, all right? There is that slight, hey, you know, we won the first map, why aren't we winning the second one? That's kind of weird. Like, what's going on? You know, there's that whole maneuver in there. There's all that mental game, and as we're speaking of that mental game, we're gonna hop in to the first map, Lijiang Tower. It's gonna be Night Market again. I love this. It's like almost always Night Market. It's Night Market or Garden. Those are the ones that it loves to give me the most. Okay, those are the ones that it goes, hey, you know what? These are fun. And I like Night Market a lot. I talk about it every single time. I think it's fun. I think it's cool. I like the blue. I like the orange. I think it looks really nice. But with all that in mind here, we have SU in the blue, and we have Arlington in the red. And let's see how this goes. Ooh. I'm liking this pick already, alright? I talk about this like every single time Doomfist is going on, but when I see Doomfist, I love it. I love it. I love seeing Doomfist. It's a good time. They talk about no skins in the chat. If you caught the red game, no, skins got turned on, and that's a no-no. There are rules for that because skins kind of change how you look and can help you blend in. So it has a competitive edge to it. But, well, as we're going in here, it's going to be the teleport strat as commonly seen here on Night Market. It's actually going to be Ultra who's taken down first in this fight here, going through. And it's going to be Woomy taking extremely low here as Kairos and Kale helping to lead the charge through the entirety of Arlington. And that's going to be a full wipe here. Now, SEU has control. The trap set up, waiting for that re-teleport. Duke is going to be swapping off the Symmetra. Yep, it's going to be over to the McCree here to help take care of the teleporter and those turrets with the one-shot on. Just has to flick on over, take them out real quick. But now that they've lost control, right, let's talk about this. Agape is in a great position because Symmetra, the whole idea with her in this higher level of gameplay is, hey, you get on the point quick, and you set up your grid, right? Oh, here we go. Teleporting them up to the top here. They are going to be taken down before that can happen, though. And that's going to be the problem here. Kale Games has the tire ready to go. Dez has his window up. And here we go for the Crusaders. Mako bringing down the Shatter. It's not going to connect with anyone. It's going to be blocked there by Woomy, who is swapped over to the Reinhardt in the middle there. Windows set up on both sides already here. Kale and Mako going to be the ones to follow with Ultra as well. Going to be taken down in this fight here with the windows. Here we go. Reality bends to Agape's will. And the wall is out, and they're just going to light them up. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the grab. One taken down. Dude is gone, folks. And Agape is going to be taken down as well. The tire, it's out and about. It's hunting, and it finds Dez. But with that in mind, it's still going to be Arlington looking to keep this push alive. But it won't be for long, as now it's going to be Cretes having to back out. And Arlington going to have to reevaluate their options. My goodness. It is loud. It is extremely loud. That's a bit better. Really loud on my ears there. Alright, folks. As we're going into the next team fight here. It's going to be Kale just getting some poke damage here onto Woomy's shield. That's important. Oh, the charge coming through for Kairos here. The window down for Dez, though, and they're just going to be firing through with Dude looking for him. Kale and Dez going to be the first to fall in this team fight, but the sound barrier comes out. Mako's got the Shatter. It's going to connect on 2 this time onto Colby and Cretes, and they're going to be falling one by one. Arlington continues to be taken down, and though Ultra tried to keep the overtime alive, it was not long enough. So, I talked about at the start of this, right? I talked about Night Market's kind of that 50-50 map, where SEU tends to kind of have that half and half on it. I feel like it's not their best map. I feel like Tower is their best map. And I talked about how I feel Garden is their worst map. But they won the 50. That gives them a bit of momentum here, okay? So, if they can keep this up, this could be good. This could be really good for Southeastern against Arlington here. It looks like Ultra and Duke are going to be swapping to the Mei and the Reaper. This has kind of become more popular, especially with Mei's changes to the Cryo Freeze with the extra healing. But it is going to be the early teleport out for both teams. The classic teleport with Symmetra. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everyone goes out. Oh, they're going double. They're going double. SU's going all in. They decide to keep Agape on the Symmetra. They said, you know what? Arlington's just not able to deal with our Symmetra plays. We're going to keep it, whereas Arlington did what I was more expecting, just the classic TP out and then swap to a different DPS. But SU decides to stick with it. Woomy taking low. That Immortality Field's going to be keeping him alive here, but not forever. And B still has his ready to go here. Oh, no, he does not. I missed when that got thrown out, apparently. But here we go. Kairos, he's going to be leading the charge with his full charge. And they're going to be sending Arlington all the way back to spawn for another push here. Ooh. Ultra, swapping over to the Hanzo. I don't really like this here. I don't like this. You're going up against the Symmetra, and the Symmetra turrets, you can't take... Oh, Ultra. You can't get picked like that. You cannot get caught out like that with a Junkrat and a Zarya who can just sit there and lob projectiles at you. You cannot be out in the open like that taking hits. You will get taken down, and that's exactly what we saw. Ultra taken down, that's time off the clock, and that's great for SU here. 30% already. Now, Woomy, he's got to lead the charge here. Here we go, the window from Dez coming out. 3 ultimates ready on the side of SU. There are the turrets. They're going to be dealing some damage here. Here's the window coming out from B. And the tire from Kale. It's going to be getting 4 members of Arlington. And oh my goodness, it's the entirety of Arlington falling. Kale almost with every single kill there. Kairos taking 1. You know, that's the second time Kairos has taken a kill off of the 6-man so far this season. The first was with Jordan on King's Row with the Dragons there. But my goodness, wonderful play there from Kairos, Kale, and the rest of SEU. Yes, they didn't get the final blows, but there is always an assist to be had. And what are kills if you don't have the rest of your team assisting you? Mako, though. Mako and Kairos with the big CCs. You got the shatter, you got the grab, and I think this is going to be the time to pop it here pretty soon. No, they're going to actually wave it in favor of the Symmetra. Oh, nope. And they're going to wait here so they can stay safe and just load out from there. It's going to be 3 ults popped, and it's going to be the ults in response with the sound barrier and the grab as well from Arlington. And Arlington's actually going to win that push, 96%. It's going to actually make it all the way to 99 and overtime. So SCU just has to win 1 fight, and it will all be over. They just need to get a clean sweep. That's all they need. Honestly, that grab and that sound barrier just saved Arlington's game. Those were wonderful from Creets and Colby there. Those are the things keeping them alive. But they do have to now, as an SEU, has to work around the Shatter and the Death Blossom. But they have their own Shatter, and they have the Tire as well. They just got to get through them. V deciding to use the window here. It's going to be interesting how this goes as Kale gets caught out in the back lane and is almost going to be taken down, but it's actually giving Agape and Adian there the first to fall here. And now we're seeing Arlington with their crew just keeping it together. They still have 2 ultimates up. And Shatter was used by Mako in that fight. Here, Kale, looking for some poke damage, just to lower them. Ooh, there's some hits. That's what you want to see. Watch those health bars. Watch the health bars of Arlington. Look at the pokes coming through, okay? Now, yeah, Kale's not getting ult charge, and he's technically just giving some to the healers for Arlington, but damage is damage. Right, damage is still damage. Pad the stats even, if you want it for that. But damage is damage, and they have to play around. Here we go. It's the window coming up. Kale looking for the tire. Yep, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's going around. The barrier goes down. The Death Blossom, though. It's going to secure a 3 here. Can I? There we go. Jeez, it just did not swap over to Kale. Kale going to have to die. Get out or die, ladies and gentlemen. That's the team kill for Arlington. And they are just holding down this point and not letting go. They have the grab, they're about to have barrier, and dragons are on the way. Whereas SU, they got shatter, and that's about it. Everything else is still a little ways off here, and they really have to make this push count now. Mako's shatter has to come up big. Okay, this shatter, oh, the dragons, they gotta get around the dragons here. They gotta get around the dragons with the grab. It's gonna be stunning 3 though, those are some good stuns. The rest of them gonna be stunned by the flashbang from Agape here. And now, Kale just trying to get the folks. They gotta get rid of this lamp, but they're not going to be able to in time here. They get rid of it, but it's a little bit late. Nadian now going to have to get on the point and stall. He's gotta stall with all he's got. And I don't think Kairos can make it as Gardens, I talked about before, arguably the worst map for SU. And there it is, folks. Going to be taken down. Ooh. I'm thinking here, and I'm like trying to tell you what SU could have done differently. And to be honest, a lot of it is just Creets and his grabs. Okay, Creets and his grabs have been the big playmaker for Arlington here. Okay, and yeah, the rest of the team is also assisting extremely well, and I will never say it is a one-man show, but these grabs have been keeping him alive. That grab to counter Kairos' grab there, to just be like, hey, we're both grabbed, even with the sim barrier there, is really what kept him alive. And oh, okay, here we go. So Woomy and Colby take it down, right? Woomy and Colby, Kale takes him down here. But I want to talk about Doomfist again, okay? And you're like, Finn, we get it, you really like Doomfist. And I do really like Doomfist. I think he's a really great character. And the reason why is for stuff like that right there. You know, no, he didn't get any kills, but he helped disrupt a lot. And you're a big moving target, alright? You're a target that generates a shield by dealing damage with abilities, so you're fairly tanky compared to other DPS. You also move around a lot, okay? You move around so much more than other characters in the game, and because of that, you're a hard target to hit. But here we go, it's 1-for-1. Mako and Duke going to be the ones taken down here. Agape going to be next on the list. Dez looking extremely low and finally gets taken down by Kale, just lobbing his nades in there. No brain Junkrat, no aim Junkrat main. He's got the tire though. He's looking to back out and probably use his tire once the rest of his team gets back here. As Arlington has the point, they want to make something heavier. Fire in the hole coming from Ultra here, but it's going to be Duke. And here we go, the counter tire all the way around. Let's take a look here as Kale bringing it all the way. It's a little late, but it does cure 2, 1 on Colby, 1 on the Woomy. And Agape going to be jumping in, doesn't get the stun, unfortunately going to be backing off here. Waving them goodbye, and hello to the point, ladies and gentlemen. 32% for Arlington. As SU strikes back, and they're going to try and hold them at the door here, but with 5 ultimates here for Arlington, as soon as the shatter gets ready to go, which won't take a whole lot, that's a bit dangerous here. They've just got the grab, and yeah, the grab can be great. There's the window here, and that's the grab to counter. It's gonna be sound barrier, it's gonna be the sim ult as well, and the grab as well. Okay, well, they're just dumping ults at this point. Meteor strike from Agape. It's not going to find anything big here, but it is going to keep them back. That was 4 ultimates used by Arlington, and they got just about nothing of worth there. They finally managed to get B, and Kale is low, but he's a Junkrat. He can just sit in the back line. He doesn't have to worry about being close at all. And even though SU is pushed back to the point where the Agape finally going to be falling here. And oh, Arlington, actually, SU, you're going to let them have, no, they're not. That's gonna be 3 stunned up by Mako here. And he's swinging on through. Nadian securing a kill with the boop here. Not even a push off on to Arlington there. Going to be taken down. Creets, an unfortunate end for him. Death by sound, 65%. Here comes the tire from the back corner. Kale looking around for it. Make sure it's not coming up for him. Tire gets taken down by B here though. And Agape is back. Here comes the charge. He's going to be sending it over to the side so he doesn't go full in. Going to be getting down that seismic slam. Here we go. Looking for him. He finds him, but he's trapped and he lives with 11 HP. It's close, but no cigar for the side of Arlington in terms of Ultra with that last resort here. Kale Games. He's got the tire radio. We almost have the meteor strike. Send on over. Grabs. Make sure that health pack kind of looks a little dangerous. They're going to be spreading out. The sound barrier coming out from Arlington here. Here we go. 5, 4, 3. Oh, actually going to be taken down beforehand, and Kale himself taken down as well. Meteor strike to get out here, most likely. Oh, the turret's taking down Agape here. It looks like Arlington is actually going to secure this point in the overtime. Now, with this overtime hold, okay, they have 32%. That's actually a long way to go. They do get the symbol, and finally the point is theirs. 32%, all right? That is a 66% difference when they hit that 33% mark as soon as they cap the point. I'm factoring that in. That's a long way to go, all right? That's a good distance to go. So Arlington's got ground to make up here, and SU's got the upper hand in terms of ultimates right now. And there, oh, that was a good grab here. The tire, yeah, it's coming out, but it's not going to be getting there in time. It will be securing 3, however. And actually, SU only gets Ultra in that fight. They only get Ultra. SU, what are you doing? You can't just get Ultra in those fights. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. SU just not able to find their kills there, and those portals, the teleporters, are really helping out Arlington here to be able to get back as soon as they feel threatened. And now SU finally going to be making their way on the point. Here comes the window from both sides. I said barrier. Woomy going to be falling here. That's a good pick. That's one you want to have. Sound barrier though coming out, trying to keep everyone alive. Mako is starting to get low. Those heals need to come through, and they need to come through now. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. It's Kale Games. Oh, they're coming. Dude's coming for Kale, and they're going to find him here. But Tyre's still running around. And now it's going to be SU. They are not letting this go. But with just Kale down, it's still in a good position here. Sound barrier's out. It's going to be up to the tanks here. They got to get them back. No lamp ready to go here. Agape with the dragons already here on the Hanzo swap. And that's Hanzo Dragons going to be helping with the zoning. And SU takes game number 1 of the match. A fantastic back and forth on Li Zhong here. And Kale Games with that 4-man tire gonna be giving us the play of the game. Let's take a look, folks. Fire in the hole! Insta-pop just about there. Securing 4 and then securing the exit frag. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful stuff here. A wonderful back and forth. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, SU won, but it was a back and forth. They didn't win 2 in a row. And that final map especially was just back and forth, back and forth. Arlington had control there for a good while at the end. And oh my goodness, folks. We are in for a match tonight. We are in for it, and I am excited. This is the stuff I live for. This is the stuff that keeps me going, right? I wake up and I go, you know what, today is the day I get an entertaining game of Overwatch. All right, that's what happens. And also, for you guys in the chat, because you're saying it, sheesh! There you go, ladies and gentlemen, just for you. Just for you. Let's see, what we got here? Looks like we might be getting a swamp. We're going to see here. We're going to see. It looks like Mako has disappeared from the lobby. He has vanished into thin air. We're gonna find out what's happening here, but let's talk a little bit, right? I want to talk about Agape's picks. Okay, let's talk about Agape's picks because they're a little interesting, right? He goes from the Doomfist, okay, which I still think is a great pick overall, and then he swapped over to Hanzo. All right, and you're like, wow, those are 2 extremely different characters, and the answer to that question is yes. Or that statement is yes. Yes, they are. That is my response to that statement. And I think that's a good thing, all right? Because here's the thing, right? Doomfist, they were like, you know what? It's not working out. So what do? You go, hey, what's the opposite of Doomfist, guys? It's Hanzo. Because Hanzo's got the range, and he's not about jumping around and punching people. He's about sniping them from a distance with a bow and arrow, which is exactly what we saw. And we saw Agape get his ultimate extremely quickly. It's something you want to really do on Hanzo. And regardless, you want to get your ultimate fast on all the characters because they are so important. Oh, Mako's back. Mako's back. But you want to get your ultimates as fast as possible, obviously. But on Hanzo especially, if you can get as fast as you can, which is not hard, right? It's not hard because Hanzo deals so much damage. He can do it really quickly. And if you can do that, it does zoning things like we saw at the last point where, hey, they zoned them off and they couldn't push in. and that's what helped SEU take that over Arlington. As it looks like we're going to be going to Hanamura for our next map here. Hanamura is an interesting one. I've talked about this before. I really don't like this map. I hate the opening choke point. I think it's a pain. I think the second point's better, but I still don't like it that much. But I still think there's a lot of good things about it. I like the Murloc, okay? I like the Murloc. I like Jimmy Raynor. But other than that, it is certainly not my favorite map, to say the least. Look at that, though. Look at that Murloc. He's having a grand old time. Once again, it's SEU in the blue, Arlington in the red. With SEU up 1 game, and they just need 2 more to secure the win. We'll see how it goes with game number 2 here. SEU starting off from the defense, and Arlington on the attack. Okay. It looks like we're seeing standard. Let's face it, these are standard, except for the Junkrat. This is pretty standard. Alright, Duke running the Symmetra again. We've seen a lot of Symmetra tonight already. In the first game, looks like we're going to be seeing her some more. We've also got Ultra pulling out the Hanzo. I think Hanzo is a good pick. If you're able to just get those snipes, you just need to get those priority picks. You can just push in through this opening choke point and take the victory. It looks like Kale here. Kale's looking to get some early damages on. Oh, trap mine. It's gonna be a hit. It's gonna be Dez taking down the extremely low around that halfway mark here. That's good damage. That's 21% ult charge already, and you take those. You take those indeed. As here we go. They're gonna be going off the left side here, up and over, folks. They make it through with the teleporter, but SEU is seeing it. They're gonna go, yeah, we'll just match you. We'll just head over to the left side here, and we'll take you down. Oh, look here. Look at Ultra up on the top, though. If he can get some priority picks, I talked about before, he's not going to be connecting any arrows, though, and that's a bit of a problem. You can't get priority picks if you can't even hit your targets, guys. It just doesn't work that way. So, he's really got to be looking to actually hit these targets here. It's going to be Kairos, though, really manning this front line here. And he's got almost full charge in the 90s here. And here we go. Here's the charge in. The window comes out from Arlington, but it doesn't even matter. They're going to be taking down 1, 2, 3. Creets and Colby, the last 2 surviving. And Colby is going to be running away with his tail between his legs. His SU just sweeps over them like a tsunami. My goodness. And I say tsunami because I see like sushi place and like tsunami sushi. You know, that's a sushi place. And now I kind of want to go and get Japanese food. But that's besides the point. Because here we go with push number 2. It's going to be Duke swapping over to the McCree here. It's going to be Kale take it down. Those are those picks I'm talking about that open up in that window. It's going to be a bit of a problem. The flashbang comes through onto Woomy there. It's not going to be good for him, but Creeds gets the grab. Kairos looking to get his. Probably going, oh, he gets taken down before he can do anything. And this is exactly what Arlington needs here. Woomy still alive, going to be taking down ADM. And now they're going to be taking the point. It's just a free point for them. They go, hey guys, we did it. And those are those priority picks that I was saying Ultra really needed to be getting. And that's what he got there. He got Kale, which was a big nuisance for them, especially on that choke point. He's just able to lob, and get a ton of damage on them. But he was able to take them down before they even got to the choke point there, the main force, and just shut them down. And now, with just a little under 5 minutes to go, Arlington's looking good. They're looking good, they're looking healthy. And they're looking raring and ready to go. Here we go, the Dragons? Okay. Interesting dragon there. Trying to maybe get them to back off, but didn't end up working out. Kale, he's got the tire. It's not going to actually get any kills, but get some good damage that lets the rest of the team get kills in Ultra. He does manage to get Agape there, but he gets taken down as well, and that's a team kill for SEU as they take control of this first attack and take the victory on it. Alright, so second wave here from Arlington. Second push onto the point. Okay. Alright, let's take a look here. Let's break it down for you. Alright, Dude's gonna be looking to get that high noon up and running real soon. He's super close. They've got the shatter, they got the window, but Mako's also got the shatter. And they're coming through. The window's going to be coming out. Kale going to be taken down. He just gets picked off so easily. They're just going for him. They're going, you know what? We don't really like the Junkrat Poe damage. We're going to be taking it out here. And now, it's going to be a battle of shatters here. Oh, Duke coming out with a high noon here. Pow! It's going to be both tanks taken down. That is not something that should be happening. But Agape with the counter. It's going to be one for him. It's just going to be Ultra, but that's a pick they can take. Ultra's been getting some good picks. Here we go. Hammered down, come through from Woomy. Excuse me. I just kind of assumed it was Mako there with the defensive play, but it's actually going to be the attackers, and Woomy will be taken down afterwards, not getting a whole lot of value off of that shatter, as Arlington is forced to retreat, die or get out, ladies and gentlemen. Now, here we go. Here we go. Third push. 3 minutes on the clock, folks. 3 whole minutes. That's a long time. Oh. I don't think that's where Kale wanted that mine to go. I don't think it was. But I think it'll work out in the end here. Is Kale taken low once again? I bet he's sitting there going, oh, I don't want to get picked first again, man. Here we go. Mako, the hammer coming down. That's going to be 4 members of Arlington. They're going to be stunned, and that's going to be 1 kill only. Mako gets taken down here, but they're up with 4 kills and only 2 members remaining on Arlington. Creets is going to run away for their life. And unfortunately, they're going to be taken down before they can jump off the map, die or get out, folks. They have made it on the point. They have 2.5 as kind of the threshold. Okay, that's the point currently that SU will have to get to when they swap over to attack. Right? So that's not bad. That is not bad at all. Arlington is looking really, really good right now. And they've got the self-destruct, they got the sound barrier, so they can counter the tire, they can counter the high noon, but there is that window, alright? B's almost got the window, and Dez has his, oh, it's gonna be Dragons in the window again here. In that same spot that I'm not really feeling is getting as much value as Arlington's expecting it to. Agape, though, going to be on the back here. They need to contest here. It's going to be Nathan. Here comes the barrier from Colby, though. And unfortunately, oh, Agape going to find Colby, though. Here we go. Tire. It's going to get 1. It's just going to be Ultra, though. Here we go. Here's the nerf this, folks. And now it's Woomy alone on the point here with Doot with his ultimate now. Doot was not on the point, just to clarify what I'm saying there. Doot's got his ultimate for Arlington. But we have Sound Barrier and Grab and almost a Shatter for SU. Very, very interesting here. Okay. Let's kind of talk about this here, right? I'm still really confused. Ultra swapped off Hanzo, right? But those dragons are really interesting to me. I see the idea. Oh, the grab and the shatter. The shatter not actually going to find anybody, and that grab is going to be eaten by the diva there. It's just not going to come through. You gotta wait for the diva to not have her matrix. They're just gonna try and hold in this door, but I don't think it's going to work out. Now Kairos having to swap over to the monkey here to stall, as Agape getting the flashbang kill on the Creets here. But here we go. They're really pushing for it. It's just gonna be up to Kairos. It's high noon for Doot, and he's going to be getting them off the point. Oh, the contest though from KO, but it's not gonna matter. That's the full push with 17 seconds. 17 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. It all comes down to that. That's all you need, folks. That is all you need. My goodness. Alright. Whoo! Woo! That was intense. Wow. That was intense, guys. Down to those last few seconds, SCU held them off. And that's a good hold. That's something you can work around. SCU, if they get this to overtime, they have an extreme advantage if they do it in a timely fashion. And SCU has been able to do that before. They did it last time they were on Hanamura. I believe they can do it again. I have full faith in them. But we also know Arlington has a really good defensive line. And actually, they're going to be copying the Junkrat here. Doot. It's going to be pulling out the Junkrat as well. We'll see how this goes. Is he going to go? Oh, okay. Interesting. Not as aggressive as KL is with the Junkrat, apparently. I'm interested to see if SU actually ends up walking into that. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see how this goes. Let's see this. Alright, I want to watch. And I feel like if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be B. That's why I'm sticking on here. Let's see this. Let's see this. Let's see this. No, they're not going to back up into the ramen shot. At least not yet here. We'll keep an eye on it. But SU just going to go full face here. Just trying to charge up some ultimates. It's going to be Woomy, who's shield. Oh, here we go. Shield taken low. Just below 800 HP already. Now, over scan. They know they're there. And Agape is actually on the Hanzo here and on the side. Look at this. He's just on the side. Kale and Woomy going to be taken down. I'd rather have my Junkrat down than my Reinhardt. I'll tell you that much, especially on defense. Here we go. On the point here. SU already on the point much faster than Arlington was. They're looking good off the bat here. Oh, good shot on the Dez from Agape here. Clearing out those doot-doots. Sends the tire rolling. And now it's just going to be B and Agape on the point. Agape going to stay on as long as possible. He's got the window to play around here. Kairos is here as well, though. Same with Kale. They're back on the point, and they're going to be here to stay. So SU already grabbing the first point much faster than Arlington did. Oh, the stall. They want this. They really, really want this. Folks, Crete really wants that first point. But it's him and him alone. They're just buying time. That was the whole point of that. The whole idea was that, hey, let's recap. The idea was Crete goes in, gets some stall, they buy some time. And they buy enough to where, and the SU only has about 30 seconds advantage over what Arlington had for the second push. Just 30 seconds. That's it. That's all they got. Windows up here from Dez, though. You don't really want to be pushing in that, especially with Kale going to be falling here. You're losing that DPS that's great for shield right here. Agape gonna be tussling with Creeps here. Here we go, Graviton search from Kairos. It's not going to have the dragons in response though. Oh, here we go. Dragon, gonna be up the side. It's gonna get one, it's gonna get two as he waves them goodbye. And now SCU charging onto the point. Look at this. This is what I was talking about. This timely manner that SCU needs to have, and already we're seeing it. Here we go. Murder Orb. Gonna be scanning on the left side here. It's gonna be Rumi on the ball now, just trying to stall. The barrier is up from Nadian though. And the tire waiting in the corner is going to be taken out before it can do anything. Rumi is going to be the key to success here. How long can he stall? They just need to play for time. But already at that 3 3/4 mark here, or 2 3/4 mark for SCU with their capture progress, and it's already over. 5 minutes, 5 seconds on the clock for overtime versus 1 minute. If you can't do math, that is 4 minutes, 5 seconds longer than Arlington has. 4 minutes, 5 seconds, folks. That's a long time. That's a long time. You don't want to be seeing that. If you're in overtime and you're going in with only a man, your opponent has 5 minutes, 5 seconds. That is not something you want to be seeing. You want to be on the 5 minute side. Oh my goodness. SEU showing that as much as they were a little concerned about this match, they are going to play their darndest for the victory. Ready. And it is going to, of course, be Arlington on the attack first here for overtime. That is how this works. And it looks like they're going to be running a similar comp to before. They're going to be running the double longer range, or I should say medium range for the McCree. But the double ability to just poke them out and not have to put themselves in extreme danger. And a Kale game is going to be sticking with Junkrat. That's kind of his specialty here. And Agape on the McCree. I like this a lot. Alright, I'm liking what I see. Okay. And, yeah, you know, it's similar. The big difference here is, of course, the Junkrat versus the Hanzo. And Dutu actually swapping over to the Sim here. Is this going to stay, or is this the open teleport? Ooh, Kale. Same strat once again. Not getting as much ult charge as before. Been there, done that. Seeing it. 25% actually. Here we go. They're going to teleport behind. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here they go. Setting up a defense grid here. But SU knows they're back there. And with Kale and the Junkrat, they can just send in the bombs. But they're going to be going up top and around the side. Here we go. Up into that top room. SU looking to stop them here. Just keeping them back as long as possible. Everyone's on the point here. And everyone for Arlington is just stuck up in this room. They got 25 seconds on the clock here. Rumi is going to be leading the charge. Going to get 2 with the fire strike. Here we go. Kale is going to be getting on some damage, but it's going to be really Kairos and Mako in the front lines here. They really want to get that damage on them before they focus on the lamp. If they're not at that threshold, it's not worth worrying about here. And now they just want to get the Symmetra. If Symmetra gets on the point, that's a big problem. Baby Diva here. We go. It's just going to be these tanks. The tire's ready to go. He comes over in a position. Fire in the hole from Kale. He's avoiding the arrows, and he actually gets Ultra in the process. Here we go. Now, back onto the point. It's going to be Colby, but he can't hold them forever. In fact, he can't hold them at all. SCU takes it here with a perfect hold and 5 minutes to their name. 5 minutes, folks. 5 minutes to get 1 tick. That is all SCU needs to secure map number 2 tonight. And I think they have a darn good chance of doing it. They have a very, very good chance of doing so. Arlington. Your defense needs to be solid. It needs to be an iron wall that cannot be breached here. They cannot afford to lose a single fight. Losing that fight will be devastating. Losing that fight will mean going into game 3, 2 games down, and no one wants to be there at all. It looks like they're going to be running the same comp on the defense here, which I think is interesting. And the reason I think it's interesting is, well, it didn't work out too well for them the first time. And they might be saying to themselves, you know what? It's alright because it didn't work the first time, but it can always work the second time. We just need to work out the kinks. That's all we need to do. The kinks get fixed, and all of a sudden, hey, guys, it doesn't matter. We're good. We're chilling. We're ready to go. Let's see this. Here we go. Running out the gate here. It's going to be Duke playing back once again. Ultra up on top here. Kale going to be looking to zone him out. And Agape looking to show him who the better Hanzo is. Which one is it? I'm not sure. We're going to have to wait and find out. But my money is on Agape just based on previous experience. Mako take it extremely low here, and the heals aren't going to be enough. Because Agape looks for picks, but is not going to find them here. Now, Ultra finding a second pick here on 1080. You don't want to have that. It's going to be SU backing out. They've got time. They got 4.5 minutes. That's a ton of time, especially to get 1 tick. They can play this patient. They got extra time. And you know what? They've almost got some ults as well. But so does Arlington. They've almost got the tire. They've almost got window. This goes for both teams. Of course, the ultimates on Arlington are charging a little bit faster so far. But here we go. Here's the breakthrough. It's going to be the Lucio pushing him off. But Woomy is going to be the one to fall here. As now the window comes out. And Ultra going to be looking for him. But fire in the hole comes out from Duke. It's going to be dealing some damage. Or, sorry, Kale Games is going to be dealing some damage here, but it's over already. That while all that was going on, while the tire was happening there, keeping it back, SCU just went to the point and took it. And took game number 2 this set. So we get the play of the game from Mako with the Reinhardt here. Let's take a quick see. Look at that, just holding them in this corner. Oh, with that grab through the wall. It's beautiful. Oh, look at that. Look at the carnage, ladies and gentlemen. It is wonderful. It's beautiful carnage. Beautiful, beautiful carnage. Okay, that's how this works. Alright, but you know what? Now we take time to wait for game number 3, as is the norm here. So, as we're waiting for game number 3, okay, let's think about this, alright? We've had the double control point. We're going into hybrid next. Hybrid is the 3rd map. Typically, we see King's Row. I'm hoping we don't see King's Row. I want to talk about a different map. Okay, I think King's Row is a great map. Don't get me wrong. I think King's Row is a great map. But we see it all the time, and it's called Scrim's Row for a reason. So if I could see Havana, if I could see Blizzard World, I would prefer it. I think it'd be great. It'd be fun. Blizzard World's a fun map. Like, all I'm saying is I won't argue if they pick something different, Arlington. I will not argue if you pick something different at all. In the slightest. I really would not. King's Row is great. But I won't argue if you pick something different. Come on. Do me proud. You can do this. I have faith that you sitting there in your chair at your monitor and your keyboard and with your mouse and your headset, you're sitting there and you're going, guys, what if we don't play Kings Row? What if we play Blizzard World? Alright? Blizzard World would be great. It's fun. There's a lot of fun things to talk about on it, and I never get to see it. I know it's out there. I want to believe, but I just don't get to see it. I believe it's out there, though. Alright, enough of the joking around here. In all seriousness, I will be content with whatever map gets picked, and I'm excited to see what map gets picked. It's oh no, it's payload. It's just straight payload. It's not hybrid. I could have sworn it was hybrid next. Is it not hybrid next? I could have sworn third was hybrid. I'm pretty sure third map's supposed to be hybrid. I don't know why we're going to Watchpoint Gibraltar. But apparently we're going to Watchpoint Gibraltar. According to what I'm seeing here, it looks like that's going to be the call. Which I don't mind. Haven't been on Gibraltar in a little while either. Last time we saw that was in the Full Sail game. So I'm excited for that. And it looks like that is, in fact, where we're going to be going for game number 3 against Arlington. Here we go, SU versus Arlington. Once again, Arlington going to be attacking first, and SU going to be on the defensive here. A payload map. SU up 2 games to 0 here. This is going to be exciting. I'm excited to see this. Let's see. So Gibraltar's a good map. I like Gibraltar a lot. I think it's fun. I think there are a lot of good opportunities for a lot of different comps here. And already we're seeing a bit of a different comp with Nadian on the Brigitte. And Woomy on the Orisa, which I don't know if that's going to stay, which is why I didn't mention it right away. But if it does, then we'll talk about it. But we're gonna kind of hold it there for now. We'll wait a minute. All right. We got the Brigitte though. All right, we got the Brigitte. Okay, and of course Brigitte. Everyone knows Brigitte. Miss Melee champion over here, and Colby actually gonna be running her as well. Ooh. Here we go. Who's ready for the Melee Fest? I'm ready for it. You're ready for it. We all want to see it. And Kale, his little trap is not going to be sprung here. Oh, this is interesting. Teleport get taken down? Are they just gonna wait here? they're all waiting, and Arlington's like, hey, guys, where are they at? Dragonair's going to spot out Kairos, but it's just going to be Kairos they spot out. Now the rest of SU start to reveal themselves one by one as Creets and the rest of the gang make their way around the back. Creets and Woomy looking to get them on the surprise here, as well as Duke. Here we go. Sentry turret, the first of all. Oh my gosh, 4th Sentry. Here we go. Oh, the fight really going to kick off here with Duke taking down 30 HP. Still got the recall ready to go. Lamp's going to be coming up for SCU here. And now they're just going to look to be getting the damage and winning this fight as quick as possible. Teleporting across here with Kale. Kairos is going to be keeping the bubbles going and going to be getting that full charge and the full bunch of damage. Now, it's going to be the Dragons up from Ultra first, but that window from SCU not going to get a lot of values. It's now 3-1 in favor of Arlington here. SCU is going to need to either make a play happen or they need to get out. And Kairos is going to find Ultra and take it down. Here comes Creets though, saying, you killed my friend, I'll kill you. Waiting for that self bubble to come up, but it's not going to come up in time. And unfortunately, Kairos is going to fall. And SCU just has to play for the 2nd point. That's a rough spot. You don't want that to happen for sure. The SCU has it happen, and this is just how they're going to have to take it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tracer coming up the side here. Duke. He has the pulse bomb. He's ready to go here. Let's watch. These are exciting, okay? This is a mummy, right? It's like an... You ever seen an antlion? And they like toss up sand and you're like, that's kind of lame. But it's also kind of cool. That's kind of what it is when Tracer gets a pulse bomb. They're like waiting. And then they go in. You're like, oh! And then you kind of forget about it. And go something else like Kairos with the Graviton Surge, for example. Pulse bomb and the Primal Rage coming out from Arlington here. Colby is going to be the first to fall. but these lamps down, and that lamp was going to keep them alive from the self-destruction. But now with the tanks and being taken down, that's not a spot. SU wants to be on Agape and Nadian going to have to die or get out, and Agape decides to get out as Nadian dies. Oh, Flashbang and the Fan the Hammer are going to be eaten here. Agape going to be surviving, going to get bubbled and healed up, but it is going to be Arlington getting that second point push here. They found their stride here on Watch Point Travolta. It's going to be the stun just on the creeps, though. Woomy going to get stunned by the flashbang here. The Nano Woomy. The Nano here not going to be doing a heck of a lot here as SU wins the fight as they get to the second point. Look at that. They win the fight. 5 minutes on the clock for Arlington here. They're in a good spot. So, SCU, what do you do here, right? What do you do? They're not playing bad at all. It's just Arlington is playing well. It's like they have this map and that opening strat that SCU tried to do where they kind of sat there and waited and were going to teleport. Didn't work out. Dragon's coming out from Ultra. Rally's out as well from Colby here, giving the team some extra armor, extra health. Look at that. This is good stuff here. B all the way in the backline there. It's going to survive. Window comes up. Here we go. The damage booster coming through, and it's going to be securing a kill on a Duke. And now Nadian going to be sprinting his way back as fast as possible. Both supports down. They need the healing, and here come the heals. They're coming through. Kairos full charge, but in that 100 health margin area. Not a good spot to be in if you're a Zarya. Not the spot you want to be in, I should say. You don't want to be in that situation if you can help it. You can have your bubbles to save you, but they only save you for so long. That full charge is looking nice, and so is that Graviton. And that Tracer, though, Duke on the backline, Sticky Bell, not going to be securing any kills. I think they, I honestly thought that was the grab for a second there, that right click. I was kind of waiting for it, and then it didn't come. I was going to be like that. He was going to get a good amount there, but was it really worth it? The nano boost, though, coming through, and the self-destruct. The barrier is going to be keeping them alive here from Mako, and they've got 4 ultimates ready to go. Here we go. The shatter is looking pretty good. Just kind of, no, they don't need it. They don't need it. It's all good. They go, we don't need it. Oh, the stun coming through from Duke, though, who decides McCree is better than Tracer for this current situation, given the enemy team call in this final push. But 3 minutes, 5 seconds on the clock. This SCU looking pretty good on this final push. And, this means they're going to have to go for at least 2.5 points to get the victory. But I think SCU has the potential. They have the potential, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, they're going to get spotted out in the side room here. Oh, there's the stun, though. It's going to be hitting 4, and the tire out from Kale. It's not going to be getting any kills except for the lamp there, but that's still something they will take. Zagape dinking Ultra and sending them all back. 2 ultimates used for SCU and 2 ready to go for Arlington with 1 more on the way. Sitting pretty here. And with 4 ultimates just about ready to go for SCU, they're sitting pretty well. They're sitting pretty well indeed here. Dragons, barrier, rally, and shatter. Oh, instant dragon? Okay, forcing them out of the side room here. It's going to be Mako, Kairos, and Nadia making their way over to the side. Agape is going to be looking for the death from above, but Dude says, I can bring the death up to you. Rally coming out, but so is the sound barrier, keeping everybody alive on SU so far. It's Mako, Agape, and Nadia in that fall, though. B is next. Agape has respawned. He's got Deadeye, but Arlington has the point here, and that's a bit of an issue. You cannot have this if you are SU right now. This is not something you can afford to be having. Oh my goodness. SCU. You really don't want them to get the full push here. You don't want to go to overtime. You want to finish this while you have this momentum. Oh, Graviton here from Kairos, though. Step right up, says Agape. I'll take you all on. No, he won't get any kills with the Deadeye itself. He does manage to help keep them back. And now Arlington on the retreat, falling 1 by 1. It's SCU rolling them through. Oh, Kale. You're getting picked by Ultra here, like, all the time, buddy. You can't keep doing that, alright? You cannot keep doing that. Okay? You can't keep doing that. Alright, here we go, though. Next push. This is it, folks. This is the do or die moments. 44 seconds on the clock here. Mako going to be getting a couple hits with this shatter here. Oh, but the barrier is taken down so quick. Kale, he's got the tire, he stalls it. Waiting for that lamp to go down. Lamp goes down. Oh, but the Ultra not only just spots Kale, he spots his tires as well, folks. Ultra's just got Kale's number. He just says, Kale, I know where you live. I know where you sleep. Oh, and he finds him again with the dragons every single time. Mako taken down by the self-destruct there. Oh my goodness, and the high noon finding B. This is not good. This is not a place you want to be in if you're SEU. Yeah, they're gonna be doing this in overtime, but still, if you can avoid it, you avoid it. You just avoid this. If you can. Is now full push for Arlington with 0 seconds on the clock. SEU has to go all the way. That's how this works, in case you didn't know. You have to go all the way. What is this view? Oh my goodness, we are outside the map. That is a whole new world out there that I do not want to explore. It is not wondrous and full of good things. It is a death trap of ones and zeros and coding that I don't want to be in, quite frankly. Okay, SU on the attack now, able to hold them until that 0 second mark. But can SU make it in a timely fashion just like they did on Hanamura? That's what we're going to see. Kale, where maybe? Doomfist? Maybe? Bastion? Maybe? Genji? Maybe? Wait, why can't I swap to Agape? What? There we go. It was skipping over him for some reason. I don't know why. But Dez actually opting for the Ana here. Duke going to be sticking with the Tracer that we saw a lot on the last push. And the Hanzo for Ultra, again, that he's been doing so well at shutting Kale down on. Kale kind of goes, yeah, I'll play someone that's a little bit harder for Hanzo to shut down. But someone I'm not necessarily certain that I agree with as a pick. Okay, I don't think Echo's bad by any shot of the imagination. Don't get me wrong. But I don't really like Echo in this situation, just personally. But we can't talk about this Genji here. We saw Genji last week as well, and it was really kind of like, oh my goodness, like they have a Genji, which is interesting. But now, I'm interested to see Agape play Genji. I don't think I've actually had the opportunity to see Agape play Genji, but apparently he's pretty good at it here. Getting the kills, getting those dash resets that you really want to be getting here. And oh, Kale, taken low. This is kind of the thing I'm talking about. You're a bit exposed as an Echo, especially with a Hanzo. Hanzo can just chapow snipe you. Ana, chapow snipe you. Tracer, not so much. You know, not so much. And I will also say the ultimates that Kale can get are kind of meh. Kind of meh, because you typically go for tanks, right? It's free health. Yeah, Mako's got the Primal Rage here, by the way. As we initiate this next fight, just keeping everybody back. The sleep comes through. Kairos is going to be taken down. The rest of SU is taken down as well here. It's a bit unfortunate, but that's alright. Back to my point though, Echo, you typically want to go for tanks, right? And the reason for that is tank ults are great game changers. Grab, shatter, self-destruct can be good. But also you get a ton of health in your personality matrix form. And then you heal back to full health. So you're getting free health, so you might as well get as much health as you can. So with that in mind, to copy, say, for a free nano or a free rally, it kind of loses some value here. Here we go though, Nano Boost coming down onto Woomy here, and Mako's going to be taken down by Duke. Creed's going to be finding Agape with a melee here, and SEU just struggling to get to this first point here. And already a minute 47 on the clock. This is not the spot you want to be in, SEU. I said you got to be timely, and timely you are being not. Rally, ready to go here for Arlington. This is the kind of thing you want. We do have just about 5 ultimates ready to go for SU. We've got the personality matrix and the wings, same with I'm yawning as the ultras go off. We don't want that. Dragon Blade's coming down along with the Baron and Self-Destruct. Self-Destruct going to be finding Nadian here. Dragon Blade only going to be securing creeps here out of a mech. Valkyrie's coming up as well. The res onto Mako here. Getting him back in the fight. Kale's got personality matrix, but he's not going to be using it here as SU comes on through and takes the fight. Oh, they tried to contest, but they didn't make it. They did not make it. 3 minutes and about, 3.5-ish about is what was gained there for this next point push. And SCU has a great chance of doing so. Here we go, folks. Here we go. I'm watching and I'm waiting here because these are the moments that may come with the big plays. As SCU are looking to push through. They've got one on the cart. It's going to be Nadian on the cart here. The rest of the team pushing forward. Ooh, Kale gets a good damage. Why am I yawning? Stop yawning! Stop yawning, folks. Oh my goodness, perfect. I was gonna say those sick bombs all connected, didn't they? And they did indeed, as Dez gets the sleep onto Agape there. That's good stuff. The stun coming through here, and that's going to be Kale Games going to be getting res. Agape going to be looking to get this Dragon Blade up and running here soon. Goes for the deflect, unfortunately doesn't make it, and he loses his life for the Kale is actually going to be personality matrixing the diva here. Here we go, wait for it, self-destruct. Sent on out. Oh my goodness, it's disgusting. The personality on the diva can be pretty disgusting. Yeah, he doesn't get any kills off of it, but just the fact that it's like, hey, I got a mech, I one shot with my diva pistol, I get it back that fast. That's another health bar you have to get rid of. It can be, it's just a lot of health to get through. It's kind of an upward, it's kind of like jogging up a hill. You get like part way up and you go, wait, there's more hill? I thought we were close to the end. Like, what the heck? Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's that kind of thing. As the Shimada Bros just kind of like trading over here. Rally coming up here for, Dragon just kind of stopping this push. Does manage to get some good damage and gets the kill on the kill. Kale, man, Ultra just has Kale's number here. Oh, Battle Mercy from B here. It's not going to be doing a whole lot, and Agape is going to be the only one SC is still alive. Minute 20 on the clock here, though. SCU not in the best spot that I have seen them in. I'll be honest with you, with 110. Oh, a ding. I'm ready to watch this. Double Shimada Bros. Super Shimada Bros. Let's go. Let's go. Bring it back, Arcade. Double Shimada Bros. Super Shimada Bros. I want to watch this blade. The Nano Blade's available, and that's why I'm sticking on Agape here. Hey, it's going to be Mako with the Primal Rage first. Double Primal Rage. The Battle of the Kongs. King Kong, who's going to fight Godzilla. We're going to find out right here. It looks like it's going to be Mako because Woomy gets put to sleep, and you can't have a sleepy Kong in a movie. But it will be Ultra and Kairos the first to fall in this fight. But Kairos gets res with some mercy here. Now, Agape, he's still got the blade. He's still going in. Here we go. Fire at will, ladies and gentlemen. But Kairos kind of says no to that and goes, you know, you can nano your monkey all you want, but Woomy's not going to get a whole lot done. In fact, he's just going to be rolling around in his grave after that one. SCU finally wins a team fight here and finally gets the payload to the second point. 10 seconds, folks. Ooh. Interesting. He gets the kill on the Ultra, and Colby jumps off to get the reset here. Kale. Now, you know. The guy forgot it was Kale on the RDPS. He's saying, like, Ultra, you've had my number this whole time, but let me show you. I got your number, and I got your style with my Hanzo plays. So let's see it here. Oh, gets the hit. This is the duel. This is it, alright? This is important. Okay? Here we go. Pop. Looking for Kale. It really is a duel of Hanzos, okay? This is important. This is the real match right here. Oh, Yugo Wakatekiwo Camaro comes on out here. The dueling dragons are here. And so is Duke on that Tracer. You don't have it. Woomy gets put to sleep here. He's got the Primal Rage. Going back up to 1,000 here. Anti not going to keep him anti for long. The res comes through from B. Nadian is back to life. And Woomy is sent into the ground. Is now SCU up 2 in this fight. Heroes never die, says B. And with that, B and the Valkyrie going to be leading the team to victory. See what I did there? That's a lot of E sounding noises. Locked in A. The rally comes on out for the Crusaders, though, as B is just going to be stun locking them in the doorway. Here comes the charge, though, from Woomy. And it's going to be SU, just trying to keep it alive. Dragons were used during that. Or, dragons. The blade was used during some point. 4 seconds, though. They need to stall. They need to stall as long as they can. Here, pushing the point. They're so close, but Kairos is finally going to be taking down Agape. He's stalling as long as he can. Oh, the deflect's coming through. He gets stunned up, however, and that's not good. You can't have that. Woomy trying to get Mako off the point, but Mako stalling as long as he can. He's got to get back on here with the pile drive. Touches it at just the last moment. Kale with the Dragons coming through here. Gonna be zoning off as long as they can. They gotta get back, but they don't. And Arlington takes game number 3 here tonight. We're going to game 4. Game number 4, ladies and gentlemen. It is right here waiting in the wings. And it is going to be good, but Agape gets the play of the game on Genji here. Let's take a look. Here we go. This is, I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know about this, you know? This is kind of meh. Like, this is kind of meh, and he dies at the end. What kind of a play in the game has you dying at the end, alright? Those aren't the kinds of plays you want.
Hard work is its own reward.
My goodness. That's not a diss on Agape, that's a diss on Overwatch, typically. Alright. Well, as we get ready to go into game number 4 here, Arlington showing that, hey, you know what? Maybe we don't win the point maps, okay? We don't win Lijiang, we don't win Hanamura. That's okay, that's okay, that's fine. That's whatever. However, payload, put a payload in front of us, and suddenly we're just rip-raring to go, which is exactly what we saw right there. Yeah, SU got really close, and yes, they made it. Oh. I am disappointed. I'm disappointed. It's map number 4, ladies and gentlemen. It's a hybrid map, and it's Kings Row. It's always Kings Row. It is always Kings Row. I don't know why, but it always is. I think people just like the tea and crumpets, to be perfectly honest with you. I think that's a lot of what it is. But. SU. 2 games won. Arlington 1 game won. SU requires 1 win and Arlington requires 2. Kings Row is the map. That could be SU's victory, or it could be the map that spells Arlington's next step towards victory. That's what we're going to be seeing here. Here's the thing about this map, right? Kings Row is a great map, but SCU also plays great on this map. So Arlington is facing against a team that has previously done extremely well on Kings Row, and so their track record is pretty great. Does that mean I think they can't beat them? No, I think anyone can beat anyone on any stage. It just takes that one time. It just takes skill, maybe a little bit of luck, but it just takes time. That's all it takes. So that's what we're going to see here. So kind of perch atop the statue head here. Most likely we're going to see Agape running Hanzo. We see that with 100%. We have seen that 100% of the time. Agape has run Hanzo on Kings Row. So yep, there it is. It's there on the screen. But as for the rest, you know, we're seeing Ultra on... We're seeing Ultra on the Genji. On attack, which I think is fine. Woomy actually hovering the Sigma here? Maybe? We seeing the Sigma? I want to see this. I want to watch this. Nope, Ultra's going to be going over to the Hanzo, which is also a great pick. Alright. Woomy, what you got? You show me the Sig? Is this for real? Looks like this is for real. Okay, this is for real. I can talk about this. I can talk about Sig. Oh, falling for the trap, my friend. That's a lot of damage onto your shield that you don't want to have. That is a lot of damage you do not want to have on your shield there, buddy. It's not good. It does keep regen up, but you don't want to have it nonetheless. Here we go. Making their way onto the point. They do not care about the choke point. They're going to meet SU head on. It's going to be Duke taking down first in the fight. He was just low in front of the tanks on the point here. Not a spot you want to be in, Kale. Swapping up to the lamp here. Chiro's already at full charge here. Oh, wait a minute. I saw that. You saw that. We all saw that. Oh, I hit the screenshot button. Sorry, Nate. But Ultra, going to be taken down, is going to talk about his flank there and hit the wrong button. That's perfectly fine as SU wins the first fight here on King's Row. Going to be forcing Arlington back into their spawn. It's going to be Creets over on the side there, kind of waiting around for his opportunity to poke his head back out and be like, guys, are we good to go? Are we safe? Are you back? Please help me. I'm scared. But he's not actually scared. He's ripped around and go. Here we go. It's the window. Up and running. Oh, the damage boosted mine and the grenades are dealing so much damage. And SU, again, taking in our team fight and taking the team kill here. Is Arlington. Let's kind of reevaluate the situation here. Like, I think they get rid of Hanzo. I will be honest with you. They get rid of Hanzo. I don't think the Reaper was the problem. I really do not think the Reaper was the problem. I think the Hanzo is the one that needs to go. I don't think this Hanzo is getting any value. I feel like the Hanzo is getting shut down a bit too much for my liking. Here we go. It's going to be Agape on the side here. He knows they're all there. The slam coming through. Only going to get Mako. Charge going to be getting Kairos, but it's not going to be the kill. They are going to get a tick on the point, but SU is going to come back through and sweep them up. Says, oh, there's just a tick. Let me pull that out. It didn't actually bite me at all. And we're just gonna team wipe you again with 2 minutes left on the clock. And with the dragon grab in the wings, folks. And that's the other thing too, you know, you like the dragon grab, that's kind of a big combo, alright? That's the big boy combo. And Arlington's not running Azaria. Oh, that trap is going to secure 3. Dragon's coming through as well. It's going to be the Dragon Flex combo, different kind of grab. But hey, you know, they're making it work here in their favor. As, Ultra gets caught up by Kale. It's going to be the revenge story, the contest coming through just in time, just on the cusp of greatness. B sends out the window. It's going to be Agape coming back here. I don't think they're going to use dragons because, well, it's kind of at that point where either they keep on or they get off, and they are going to have to be getting off. And now, it's time to stop that payload, folks. Spit down wrong pipe. Fine now. But they still have the grab dragon combo. They got Tire, they got barrier ready to go. They're in a pretty good defensive position, and so Arlington is still good on this offensive position. They got a good amount of ultimates waiting to come up, and they've got 3 minutes on the clock, which is plenty of time to do so much. Oh, the hammer down though, it's going to catch Agape and Kairos, but Mako steps forward immediately with the sound barrier and says, yeah, you're not going to kill my friends. Here comes the grab, here comes the pin. Sending him up into there with the sound barrier in response from Colby, going to be helping keep him alive for a little bit longer, but not long enough as they do eventually meet their ends. Now, Mako, he has the Shatter ready to go. And Kale's got Tire and Agape's got Dragons here. Notice how they decided not to do the grab dragon. They were just like, you know what, that's fine. We'll just shoot them to death. Okay, we can do that too. Double Tires coming out here. Kale, he's on the hunt for Duke. No, he's just gonna go for the team. And he's going to get the lamp, but that's going to be about it. Getting some damage as well here. Kale on the front lines, not the place you want to be. It's a Junkrat. You're going to need to retreat there, pal, if you want to survive. And that's exactly what he is going to do. Now, here comes Arlington. They're pushing forward and pushing in. As they're pushing in, alright? They're pushing in, they're pushing through. And they've got, oh, look at that shield on Ruby there. Look at all that. Holy cow, I don't think I've ever seen that much shield on a Sigma. That's so much. Oh, hammer down from Mako here. It's going to be getting Dez and Crete. Those are fairly good, but they're not able to follow up. Kale does get 2, though. Make it 3 with an 80 in there. Now it's a 3-on-2 in favor of Arlington. And, oh, he's just gonna dragon this. He's gonna go. He's gonna stall as long as possible. That's what Agape's trying to do here. But it looks like him and Ultra are going to be having a duel, and Wumi's going to be the one that picks up the victory there with the round. that rock just able to deal a good chunk of damage while also stunning. And getting killed by the rock is never fun. The accretion kill, I always feel bad when I get killed by it. It's kind of funny. It's like a funny, I feel bad, you know? It's like, haha, kind of thing, you know? Flux is ready to go here, and the Shatter ready to go for Arlington as well. 2 ultimates just about ready to go for SU as well, though. With the tire, there it is, the Graviton waiting in the wings. The Surge, not going to be used. But it is something to keep a note of, and that's why I emphasize it, right? It's important to keep a note of. Because Grav is such a big playmaking, game-changing, what have you tool in the arsenal of the Overwatch characters that you really need to keep an eye on it, alright? Keep an eye on the tops of your screens. Oh, what is that melody, folks? It's going to be 3 members of SU picked up in the air is what it is. And then hit by the dragons. But that sound barrier keeping everybody. Putting a go over to Stain. No dragon to follow up, but that's completely fine. They're just going to get through with the damage. That's going to be the triple, quadruple, quintuple. And finally, the 6th piece, ladies and gentlemen. Not the 6th piece because they didn't kill Ultra, but he did fall. So that was the team wipe. Minute and a half on the clock here for this final push. SU looking pretty good. They got the Shatter, they got the Dragons, Wings. But Arlington looking better with 3 ultimates ready to go. Doo in this tire. If they can get some backline there. Oh, the stun though, going to get Doo here and preventing him from getting those extra damage bombs through the window. Here we go. Heading up into the sky. Gonna be dueling Caleb for a little while. Now, SEU. They're in a bit of a spot. It's that final push. The tire's out. And Jordan gonna be looking for some hits. He gets Dez, and here comes the dragon, but the sound barrier comes through as well. They can kind of stay on the point a bit longer. Mako taken so low with no healers around. It is going to be Arlington with 45 seconds on the clock, taking the full push. Ooh, I am going to need to get me something to drink after this. My throat is killing me. Deep breaths. That's how you take care of that. You just like suck in, you blow out. All right. Those kind of help with your throat. That specific kind of breathing. That's better. It's feeling better. All right. Here we go. SU on the attack has to send it all the way. They weren't able to do it last time with the payload, but they can certainly have shown that they can do it on King's Row. Is that Zenyatta? Is this Zenyatta? Is this Zenyatta? Are we seeing this? Like, is this the pick?
The sight of one of my
Okay, you're just gonna make people motion sick now. It could be the pick. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping for it. In my heart, my Zenyatta loving heart, I'm going, you know what? Please give us Zenyatta. It'd be fun. It'd be great. I'd be happy. You'll be happy. We'll have a good time. But Kale looking to maybe get an opening pick here. He spots out Ultra, but is going to miss the opening chun. Is going to be swapping back off to the Junkrat that we've seen him on all night so far. Now, SEU making their way through the choke point, past the statue, and looking to get onto the point. Over the river and through the woods, to the point we go. Now, Trap laid down on the point. It's gonna be, Creeds actually goes around it here. But SU with the advantage. They're up by 1 player, 1 kill. Now, Kairos on the side, 82 charge here. Gonna be getting it up to 100. Look at that damage coming through the pin. But the bubble gets out just in time to keep him alive and keep him going. As SU is going to be grabbing the point here with a lot more ease than Arlington. Arlington had that tough fight on this first point, but SU make it look a lot easier than Arlington did. That is for sure. Oh, that damage though, coming through, forcing SU back, and now it's time to escort the payload. SU's just got to make it all the way. They got 5 minutes, 20 seconds to do it. That's plenty of time. I have full faith that this map is in the bag for them. Alright, I've got no reason to doubt them. I've seen good plays before. I know I can see them again. So that's what I'm expecting to see here. Arlington, though, there's certainly no slouches, and there's certainly one to hold them with an incredible fight. So let's see what they can do with it. They got the window, they got the shatter, and then we got grab, window, dragons almost up, and tire and shatter as well for SU. Mako is going to just be absolutely decimated to begin with here. But Dude is going to be taken out here. The window up for both sides. Window of SU not getting nearly as much value as the window from Arlington here with Dez setting that one up. SU has to fall back. The worst time. Here we go. The shatter coming through and helping to get 3 kills with dragons there. It's SU falling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All taken down. Arlington showing their defensive prowess here is Colby. Goes all the way back to the attack scene. We don't need to see that. SU going to start pushing in for their next attack. 4 minutes on the clock. Keep an eye on that clock. It may seem like a lot of time now, but as time continues to tick down, it will get shorter and shorter. And suddenly that 4 minutes will turn into 30 seconds. Oh, the tire. Oh, poor Kale. You do not want that to happen. You don't want this to be happening. You've lost 1 from each roll already, and they're going to be backing out here as Arlington just holding them in this archway. SU is not able to pass here. They've got 4 ultimates ready to go. They got the grab dragon. If they can do this, if they can secure all 6 in that grab and they get rid of that lamp, then the dragon's going to come through and it's going to help save the day. That's a win condition right there. Here we go. Here we go. It's for the Crusaders. The grab comes through. The dragon comes through. The windows come through from both sides. It's going to be everybody getting low. Everybody taken down here. 1 at a time. It's going to be a few from the dragon, a few from the rest of the SU. And now SU has the payload, making their way to the second point here. 3 minutes on the clock. It's looking good for them now. It's smooth sailing from this point onward, is the idea. That's the idea. Alright? I said that's the idea. That does not mean that's what's going to happen. It's just the idea. Dragon's coming through from Ultra here. It does get to the checkpoint, however. So SU's sitting good. They're comfortable. They've got 4 minutes, alright? They're like, okay, this is fine. This is completely fine. We got 4 minutes. We can work with this. They only have 45 seconds on their clock, so we got time to get through all this, okay? As we see Agape and Kale looking to strike them from above. Okay. But now, SU is going to be losing the fight so far with Kale taken down. Kairos taking extremely low, hammer down coming out from Creeds here, and Creeds is going to be the one charging in and getting the kills with Kairos and Mako. And Colby is the only one that falls in response here on the side of Arlington. He's the only one to fall. That's not what you want to have happen as SU, but you got 3 minutes 20 on the clock. Okay? 3 minutes 20 seconds is a long time. It is a long time, and you got the shatter. You've almost got window. You got the sound barrier to help you stay alive for a while here, which Arlington does not have. You know, it's certainly help against that flux. Alright? That flux, which here it is, here it comes, and here it goes. Let's break it down, ladies and gentlemen. Barrier is going to be up. Fire in the hole coming out from Doo-Doo. The hammer down, not going to be connecting on tire. Nadian's the one that's going to be finding here. And SCU down 1 already, down a support. They need to be getting some picks here. Mako leading the charge on, and the window comes up. It's Woomy who is actually going to be the one to fall here on Arlington's side as Kale and Kairos fall as well. B gets taken down by a fall as SU decides to get out. They decide to get out here, and they're going to be waiting over on the side of factory, waiting to enter its open doors. 2 minutes 20 on the clock, 1 minute later. And SU has gained very little ground. Very little. Just saying. Ooh. Here we go. Dragon coming out from Ultra here. Agape's got his. These dragons need to come up huge. Probably with the grab if he is patient enough to wait. And I think he is, since Kairos is certainly no patient man when it comes to getting his ult charge. Because he gets his as fast as possible. And it's going to be Doo-Doo. Take it down. The payload is going to be pushed towards its final destination here. They just gotta go a little bit further. They got 5 ults. Mako gonna be sending out the Earth Shatter. And that grab, keeping him off the point. It's still contested. Here's the tire from Kale. And Agape just looking to keep them off. And finally, with 1 minute 46 seconds, is gonna be SCU getting the full push.
Score.
Woo!
3-3.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a roller coaster, this game. This has been a roller coaster, to say the least. And now, Arlington is on the attack once again. Boom. They're once again on the attack. And SCU just has to keep it back for long enough. Only 60 seconds. It's not that long. They have almost double that time. SCU is in a good spot. But then again, we saw that before, and we've seen it not work before. Obviously, it worked on certain situations, like Hanamura, where it worked for them. But we have also seen where Arlington goes with 0 seconds and wins, and then just keeps them held on defense. So we definitely don't want to see that if you're rooting for SCU. If you're rooting for Arlington, then by all means, that is exactly what you want to see. But if you're rooting for SCU, not the case. Duke, going to be pulling out the sim. They might be going for the sim up onto the statue strat. Is that really what they're doing here? Is like really this is the call? Or is this just like teleport out of spawn? No, it's the statue. It's the statue. I want to see this. Here we go. Yep, and they got the Bastion. Like, they're full ready for this, but so is SCU. And Kale and Agape are just going to shut Ultra down. They say, yeah, get your Bastion out of here. We don't serve your kind here, Mr. Droid. And you're going to be taken down along with the rest of your team. Taken down, but Ultra going to be swapping over to the Doomfist here. That Doomfist is going to be a big change that you definitely need. Duke going to stick with the Symmetra. 25 seconds on the clock here. This is why they picked the Doomfist, for the fast entry and stay in as long as you can before you got to get out. Here we go. Oh, he messes up the punch. That's huge. That is a huge misstep. You cannot be missing those, Ultra. You can't be doing that. Now, SU going to let them get a little bit of progress, but definitely not a lot here. And now they're going to be starting to push them back. Creet, he gets the shatter. It's going to be Kairos that gets hit with that. And now both tanks are down. SU not in the spot they want to be in. Agape finds Ultra, and he finds him with an arrow as well, not just with his eyes. Kale going to be sending in the bombs from afar. Overtime has hit. They're contesting the point. Here we go. They're playing around the window, keeping everybody alive. Is B here, and SU prevents them from capturing the first point. SU doesn't have to progress far on this point. They just need to get in. They need to get the little progress they need, and then it's all over. They go home with another victory tonight. And Arlington goes home with defeat. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute, 46 seconds to decide everything. Give or take, depending on overtime. But 1 minute, 46 seconds. That will decide the fate of this match and seal the victor in history as the winner forever, and the loser as the loser in history forever.
Ready for battle.
That is how, in fact, this works. Ultra actually going to opt to stick with the Doomfist for this, which
and talent is the flame.
See, okay, here's the thing. I talked about I really like Doomfist. I think he is a fantastic character. But after what I saw last time, okay, that was good. I'll give him that. He got that right. He got that right. He's giving him the dumb thumbs down there, Ultra. Give him the thumbs down. Buddy. That's a little rude. But if he's gonna miss things like getting over that fence with the Rocket Fist, I'm a little concerned for this pick, alright? Because those are simple things. Okay, that's simple geometry. Whereas other things are not. Ultra, though, going to be left alone on the flank here. He's going after Agape. Finally get him with the uppercut here. He's going to Rocket Fist away. And now, SU, they're on the back here. They went through Arlington Hotel. And now they're going to be finding creeps here, but this is what we saw before, where the picks were in the favor of the attacker, and then the defenders ended up winning it out in the end, but it doesn't look like it's going to be the case here. They just need to get one tick, and one tick is exactly what they're going to get. And as SU takes game number 4 and takes the set, GG's in the chat. SU takes it home. And Arlington takes the loss, but they took a map away, so not a complete loss. And Agape with the play of the game here, splitting it through like Robin Hood. Let's see it. It's the dragon coming through. It's going to be this double kill here with the wave. That's toxic, Jordan. That is toxic. But that's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's been another fantastic night of Overwatch, going all the way to Game 4, almost to Game 5. I was honestly, in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, we could go Game 5. I was like, we could do it, we could do it, we could do it. But we didn't. We went to Game 4. SU wins out in the end. But it was certainly a good time, and I could not have asked for a greater game for tonight. Tonight has been fantastic. We will be seeing you guys on Thursday for Rocket League at 8 o'clock and 9:15. We have 2 games of that. And then, depending, this is still up in the air, we might have some fun things for you on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we should be back with Coco and Casters. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do that this Sunday because of the Collegiate Rocket League and some other stuff that was going on. But we should finally be back with that. Austin, that one's for you, buddy. I know you've been waiting for the game we're playing. I've been waiting too. As much as I don't enjoy said game that we're playing, I'm here to play it with you, and I think I'm still going to have a fun time. But either way, until then, my name is Finberry, and I will see you guys next time.